Well, hello and welcome to another edition of Style RX. This Friday is especially fun because we're talking all about our favorite items. And so if you're new to this, I'm Rebecca, Styled by R, and I'm joined with my friend Amy. She's got Amy's Style Tips and Tricks, I think, on Instagram. She'll tell you her Instagram handle coming up, but we do this every single Friday. Normally it's live at 10 Pacific, 11 Mountain, 12 Central, and 1 Eastern. And this Friday, we both had some on the road kind of things to do. And so we're pre-recording this. And so please let us know which of these items that you already use, which are the ones that you are going to try, and some of your favorites that we should probably know about so we can pass them along to each other. So I'm going to start with something fairly basic. And this just, it's changed my closet, and I absolutely love the fact that I can get more clothes in there should I choose, but it also just lets everything hang nicely. And that is this black velvet flocked hanger. And it's a slimline piece, so it's super, super skinny. It doesn't take up much room. The thing I like is that it just holds everything on the hanger, so you don't have to worry about things slipping off. And I also like that it's got the bar across the bottom, because a lot of my stretchy fabrics or sweaters and things that you would normally want to fold, I just fold them in half and put them over this bar, and then that helps them maintain their shape. So that's one of my first favorites. And Amy, I can't wait to see what you've got.
Okay, and the fun part about this is Rebecca did not tell you that we don't know what each other is bringing to the table. We wanted this to be a total surprise. So velvet hangers are one of my favorites as well. Awesome item. And this is also encumbering lifestyle, so not just fashion and not just things for clothes. Real quick, my Instagram, I have such a long last name, it was hard for me to get too creative. So it's just _style tips tricks. But I'm gonna start with one that, and everything I chose is something I use every single day. And I cannot go without. So Rebecca will probably get a kick off of this because she stayed with me in a hotel, and I have to have my caffeine gum. So if you are not aware of what caffeine gum is, it's because I am not a coffee drinker. I'm too lazy for that. So I actually stick a piece of this next to my bed and start chewing it before I get out of bed. And then to go along with that, I have to have some pre-workout for my exercise. And I also love these little EAAs because when I do work out, they help prevent any of that folic acid. No, that's not the right word. What is that? Lactic acid.
Lactic acid.
That's what yes, thank you. The lactic acid from building up in your muscles. So these three things are absolutely mandatory for me every single day. Rebecca?
Yeah, it cracks me up about the gum because it's totally fantastic. Okay, something that I have to have every single day, and I'll just kind of play off of Amy's nutrition thing, is, I don't know, can you see? You can't see. Okay, these are Arbonne Healthy Skin Within Skin Elixir tubes, and they come in little tubes like this, and they're collagen builders, and they have hyaluronic acid in it. So I don't know about you, but I battle some fine lines and wrinkles, and my hair isn't as wonderful as it used to be when I was younger. And I have seen such a difference in my hair, my skin, my nails since I started taking this product. So that is something that I don't ever want to be without. Amy?
Oh my gosh, I love that. Now I use hyaluronic acid too, but I didn't bring that. So I love that we're kind of pulling all this in. I'm going to stick with the makeup theme for just a minute, the facial theme, because I learned that cotton balls, you know, we always use them to remove our makeup and to put our toner on. I learned that cotton balls are not the best item for your face. So I found out that medical grade gauze is the best option. And so they come in little 2-inch squares, and truly it helps transfer and get, so whether it's makeup remover you're putting on there or you're trying to clean your makeup off, these work amazing. Now they are more expensive, obviously, but I just get them off Amazon, but they are the medical grade 2 by 2-inch. And these have changed my life when it comes to removing makeup and or applying my toner or anything else that you want to apply that you normally would use a cotton ball for. Okay, Rebecca.
Cool tip. I'm gonna have to try that. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go with a tooth product that I absolutely love, and that is the Spear Smile. I've done a lot of different at-home teeth whitenings, and this is absolutely my favorite. It comes with a tube that is your whitening agent, and then your little mouth thing that you actually paint this on your teeth, and then you put this in your mouth, and it's got UV light that it puts on your teeth. And I have kind of sensitive teeth, and so I have found that my teeth won't take all of the different teeth whitening that's out there on the market, and this is good for my sensitive teeth, and it's incredible how quickly it whitens your teeth. So if you've not ever done an at-home teeth whitening, I would highly recommend that product. Right back at you.
Oh my gosh, I have looked into those. That's so cool. I didn't know anybody that used it before. All these secrets that I'm finding out about you, Rebecca. I love it. Okay, I'm going to stay with the face for a minute because I have extremely sensitive skin. And I found out that when I was trying to use different products sold by, different companies to clean my skin and everything, it really was actually causing a bigger problem because it was drying me out so badly. And so I found, actually these are, I'll show you the box. Even my son that plays football and is sweaty and gets horrible blackheads and everything, begged me to get some more of this charcoal soap for him the other day. So this is what I use on my face morning and night. It is goat milk soap, and it is actually Dead Sea mud and charcoal, and it comes in a box like this. I found it on Amazon. It smells so yummy, but it says it's homemade in Alabama, which is so cool, and I love that. Now the other thing is I found the same thing was happening. My arms get those little tiny dry pimples, and my family calls them the Judd arms because my mom's family gets those. And I have found that since I've used more natural soaps, it's not as bad or as noticeable, and Breely gets them as well. And so this is what I use on my body in the shower. It's just a Dead Sea salt, but it's got some argan oil and shea butter in it. And I think that's keeping Utah so dry. So I already have dry skin and I have no elasticity in my skin, so I scar quickly. But I have found that I don't dry out quite as bad when I use these two soaps. So
I'm gonna have to give those a try. Okay, one of my next favorite items is this cute little steamer. Now this is a My Little Steamer Go Mini. So it's designed to travel with you, which I do travel with it. It fits beautifully in the suitcase. It comes apart, and so it's really small.
Rebecca, you just froze. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm going to see if you come back on. Rebecca? Are you there? Uh-oh, she froze. Maybe refresh your screen. Rebecca? I'm going to pause now.
Sorry, I froze. Dang it. All right. This is the My Little Steamer, and it's fantastic. There's lots of different options. I've seen them on Amazon, at Bath and Body Works. I got one on clearance at Target for 10 bucks one time, and they're just so darn cute and nice, and they're the perfect size for you to use all around your home. So you don't need a great big huge steamer. You don't need to spend $100 for a steamer. Just grab one of these cute little guys and you can take it on the road with you. You can use it in your bathroom. They're fantastic. And it is incredible the difference that steaming makes versus ironing your clothes. I feel like it's a lot safer too, because we've all had those hot iron situations that's burned through garments and you're like, oh no. So, steamer.
Okay, Rebecca, if you'll mute, because my screen is not going big for some reason. Are you muted? Oh, okay. Well, we'll just go with it and hopefully I show up on the recording. So, okay, my next item is a belt. And I love a good thick belt. And I'll tell you why. I am very rectangle shaped. And so a lot of women have the same issue I have, and that's creating curves, and I don't have curves. Now, this is the same for women that are diamond or apple shaped and carry a lot of weight through their tummy. We still have to create that visual. And for me, I'm also really short-waisted, so it's hard. Sometimes I feel like if I have some people think if they have a thick belt, it's sitting right under their boobs, or they can't do a high-waisted trouser. So I love to just add a belt, and I'm putting this on now so you can see the visual, that it just creates a waist, and visually it sort of makes me look a little more square. You'll even notice when I do this up, I don't have a lot of tail. It's the right size for me, but I just don't have that teeny tiny waist that goes in. It really just is square. And so I love a good belt. It doesn't matter if it's a casual day. I also love a normal belt to wear with jeans, but if I'm ever in a rush and I've got a blousey shirt on, or I just want to throw on a dress and not think about it, or even a sweater that doesn't create a lot of shape, I love a good thick belt because I feel like it holds all that fabric in and really slims and trims. Okay, Rebecca, you're up.
All right, I love a great belt too. Okay, back on skincare. This is an item that I would never want to live without again. This one's from Mary Kay, but there's several of these little brushes out on the market. It's crazy how your skin feels so clean, and it actually does some exfoliation as well. This particular brush comes with a massaging head on it as well, so you can get in there and kind of plump up those wrinkle prone areas. But I really love this and how much it has changed how I'm able to deep clean my face.
Okay, I love that, and I need to get one because I still use a washcloth. So I'm a little behind the times on that. Okay, one of my favorites, I don't know about you, but I cannot live without my iWatch. Okay, so right now I have on my little rubber workout band because I can't stand to be outside and work and sweat or anything in the chains. So on Amazon, you can get these cheap little bands that switch out, and I love it because it depends on the functionality that I'm going to use, or just maybe my outfit, but I think they were only like $10 a piece, and I'm sure many of you have them. But I love having bangles and jewelry, and I just feel like those rubber Apple watches I just don't love the look of them. So it's really simple and easy to swap out for something that's jeweled, and then I can actually layer on an additional bangle or something that makes me feel like, okay, I talk about not wearing yoga pants to Costco. I'm not going to wear my workout watch band either. So kind of the same thing for me. If you're going to get out of your clothes that you don't want to feel slumpy in, you should also change your accessories. Okay, Rebecca.
I love that, Amy. And I don't have Apple products, but I've been looking at different smartwatches, and that rubber ugly look to the band is one of the things that has kept me from actually wanting to pull the trigger and do that. So, okay, the next item that I would never want to live without, now that I have used this, and I can't believe that I'm telling you all of my dirty secrets, but here we go. The Dermaflash Face Shaver. Als, if you're not shaving your face, you are totally missing out. I guarantee you, it's crazy how good your makeup looks, how much smoother your skin looks, how it's really kind of disgusting the first time that you do it because there's so much. And then if you kind of skip a little bit, then there's a lot of peach fuzz that comes back off, but it's super easy. I got this on Amazon. You can get replacement cartridges on Amazon, and it will 100% change your life.
Rebecca, can you pull it out and just show what it looks like? Is that it? Oh, okay. Because actually, I have the little Tinkle shavers. So I do the same thing once a week. I shave my face. So these are just cheap and disposable. But either way, I agree. It goes on so much better. So that way also, if I happen to miss plucking one of my long black chin hairs, hopefully I've at least cut it off and it's not as noticeable. So I'm not going to cover that since Rebecca did. I was just talking about watches and accessories, and one of my must-haves is a beautiful set of pearls. These are both vintage Cabby pearls. I absolutely love them. I wear them even with jeans. I've said it before, I'm a denim and lace girl, but I just feel like there's something really special about a strand of pearls. And maybe that throws to my more classic style dress. But I love that Cabby has this sweet little clasp. You cannot get it anymore. It's past season. But I also just feel like it really throws, a t-shirt and jeans up a notch. And I don't think it matters what your style profile is. You can make a set of pearls work across the board. So if your style is a little more funky, it's fun to throw them with something a little more casual. If your style is very classic, you may have a buttoned up shirt and a very pretty sweater set. For me, I'm kind of eclectic, so I wear it a lot with my leopard and jeans or whatever. It really, really just depends, but I don't think you can go wrong with a strand of pearls.
I 100% agree, Amy, and I love that you've got both your black edgy pearls and then your ladylike white pearls. So perfect, perfect. Okay, another thing that you probably wish I would have told you about back in March or April, when it had been weeks and weeks or possibly a month or so since we saw our hairdresser, but I found this hair touch-up. I'm trying to see, yeah, hair touch-up. It's a L'Oreal product. I got it from one of my stylist friends, and it totally covers up your roots. So if you are, if you can't get into your hairdresser, or if you just have your appointment booked out a little longer than your hair thinks you should, this is a fantastic product. It sprays on like a dry shampoo, and it just colors that root. It washes right out when you wash your hair. It's not sticky. It's fantastic. So highly recommend that product.
Hold on, Rebecca. I'm going to try something. I just realized just because of the recording, I don't know if I've got it on a different view now that's going to be better. I'm hoping this works. I've never had this trouble with my phone. I think it's because I've got it switched the wrong direction. Okay. This is a power pack. It is for my phone. It has 2 USB plugins. I actually am powering my ring light with it right now. but I can also charge my phone at the same time. This one is by Anchor. Let's see if you can see the brand on there. It holds charge for so long. I think I can recharge my phone like 2 full charges plus some, and it takes quite a while to charge it in full itself. But I take this with me everywhere, especially when I can tell I've had my phone for a while and I've got a lot of stuff running in the background. I never have to worry about running out of battery, and it is portable enough for me to put in my purse. This one is quite heavy. We've had a couple in the past that were a little bit smaller that my husband and children use, but they don't charge as much or as long. So they do come with different charging capacities, but this is by far my favorite, and I have dropped it several times and it's pretty durable, but I cannot live without a battery charger, especially because most of my cabbie business is done with my cell phone. Okay, Rebecca.
I love it. I don't know how many of those darn power packs I have, and I have honestly never used any of them. So I need to pull them out and use them. All right, next up is laundry bags. So everybody had talked about how fantastic these mesh laundry bags are for a long time. And I was just like, okay, whatever. I can't believe that it's so fantastic. Well, I'm here to tell you they really are wonderful. And I love them for a couple different reasons. First of all, for me, it's just nice to have all of my stuff in one place. And I put like stretchy fabrics in one and then my fabrics that don't stretch in another. And so when I pull things out of the washing machine, I'm able to take my non-stretchy things and hang them up right away. And then my stretchy things I lay out on the dryer, the drying rack, and it just makes it easy. But I've also had several clients tell me that it makes it great for if other family members do laundry, which doesn't happen in my house, but if you're lucky and someone else does laundry and you don't want them doing your laundry, you can just say, things in the mesh laundry bag are hands off. So they won't get into your cabbie goodies and perhaps wash them incorrectly. So those are another must have for me.
Okay, that's awesome. And I don't use them as much as I should. I actually use them a lot when I pack for trips. So love that you did that. Okay, I have a small obsession with sparkling water. I cannot live without sparkling water. I do not drink plain water. I would rather have the fizz. I do not drink soda anymore, and this completely cured me. So this is a Soda and then I have my insulated, this is a hydro flask, but this is probably half a liter or a liter worth of water, and I go through at least 2 of these a day, so I know I'm drinking my water. And so you just get your filtered water from your tap or your fridge or anything, and you put it on. If you've never seen how this works, there's a CO2 cartridge in here, and some people don't push this down hard enough, but you just really push. 1, 2, 3, and it lets off, and it is just chock full of sparkle. So this is what I add all of my like pre-workout to. I've even flavored it with like a little Crystal Light packet, especially in the summer when it's really hot and you just need a little flavor. I got tired of spending money on LaCroix cans and then having all the garbage. So there is a little initial investment you don't need to spend money on the expensive ones. These work really well. But what I love about it is you can exchange your empty CO2 cartridges for a refill for cheaper. So I love it. I'm hooked. I die if my CO2 cartridge is running low and I don't have my exchange yet. So I cannot live without my SodaStream. And when I travel, I'm dying. I always go buy, some kind of sparkling water because I am so used to having that fizz, and it's so refreshing to me.
Okay, that's hilarious because Kevin's been at me. I'm a total sparkling water junkie, and he's been at me to get one of something like that. So did you get that on Amazon? Thumbs up if you did.
Actually, no, I went through SodaStream. No, actually the initial kit I think I got at Costco.com. It was actually cheaper because they had a starter kit. So I got this and a bottle and I think a CO2 cartridge. So I got my initial starter kit from Costco.com. It shipped right to me. I don't buy any of it on Amazon because they jack the price up on that. That's one thing I have not found a good deal on Amazon for. And so once you get it, then you can start doing the exchanges straight from the sodastream.com. You'll love it. But you do have to really push down to get the right amount of cartridge. Otherwise it will taste a little flat and you'll wonder. It took me probably a full cartridge to go, oh, I can get stronger bubbles. So yes, it's awesome. Get one.
Okay, I'm getting one of those. I'm all for strong bubbles too. So, okay. Next thing, this is something new. Actually, I'm going to do 2 products in one because they're both from the same company. So my sister started selling Younique cosmetics, or anyway, Younique products earlier this year, and she introduced me to some different things. And I just thought, you know what? I want to support my sister. I'm going to try some things. I've tried lots of different things. Absolutely love all of them. But my 2 favorite products are the eye cream. You can see that. This is crazy good. It really helps with fine lines and wrinkles around your eyes. It helps with darkness. It's supposed to help with puffiness. I don't battle puffiness, so I can't 100% say about that, but it's fantastic. It feels good on your face. And I'm one that I need that extra moisture there, but I'm also acne prone. And so if I get something that's too heavy, then I actually get blackheads around my eyes, which is so disgusting. And this does not do that. It's a really, really good product. And another product that I love from them is their setting spray. And if you're one that is sensitive to alcohol and some other setting sprays that you may have tried, I would recommend this one. It is really, really gentle on your face. And if you've not used a setting spray, I would say run out and get one of, you know, whatever brand you decide to do, but it'll change your life. It's fantastic to hold your makeup on. And people say it's like hairspray for your face, which is kind of gross to me because I would never spray hairspray on my face. But it does. It just holds everything there. You don't feel that there's anything on your face. It just keeps everything. And I'm not going to want to touch up my makeup throughout the day. So that's a great product. Back to you, Amy.
Okay. I love that you mentioned setting spray because I'm going to talk about 2 products in one as well. And setting spray is by far my favorite thing, but I get mine from the Mascara Makeup Company. So my favorite makeup, yes, and I didn't bring the brushes, is Mascara Makeup. If you don't know anything about it, it was highlighted in one of our lives we did, but they come in these little magnetic packs, so they're super easy to travel with. I love them. And then lip stain. And the reason I love lip stain is I am in and out of clothes all the time, and I hate seeing makeup on my samples. And there's always makeup on my samples. And sometimes that's hard to get out. And I also love a really good red lip. So this is my favorite lip stain because it does not burn. This is the matte, but you can get one that's a little shinier. It's just Maybelline matte ink. This is the one I'm wearing today that has a little more of an orange tone because I really wanted to do kind of a fall eye and fall makeup. But I love this one because I really can blend it over any color to tone the color down. So I'll put this over red if I don't want to be a bold red. And then Maybelline does sell a chapstick on the end of one of their others that will not make this come off in any way. So I really love that.
Do you find that lip stain dries your lips out at all? Because I've had a problem with that.
No, but that's because I have, let me grab this other one really quick and I'll show you. There's the chapstick on the end. So I use the other lips. So I love the other stain as well, but I use the chapstick to keep it moisturized. So why don't you introduce your next item and I'll go grab it and then I can show you.
Okay, well, I'm just going to piggyback on what Amy was talking about, and she didn't fully talk about this fantastic little compact. Now, I have to apologize to a friend and hostess that's watching. It's probably watching this. Stephanie, if you're watching this, I apologize. I did not pull the trigger when you first were telling me how wonderful mascara was, because I was just a little bit nervous about like not being able to experience it. Well, a really, really good friend of mine that lives right close to me started representing this company, and she came up and put it on my face and I fell in love. This is a cream, and forgive the kind of ugliness of my, it's well used. I use it every single day, but it's a cream base. And if you're someone that battles oily skin, I'm gonna say don't be afraid of this, because even though it's a cream base, it's not heavy and it just kind of like melts into your face. But I love the fact that you really are able to create a 3D look very, very easily. And one of my most favorite things is, instead of having a great big makeup bag with like 30 different things that I'm carrying into somewhere or trying to fly with, or you know, whatever, I grab this and these two brushes and it has all of my makeup, because under here I have my eye colors that I'm using. So everything is right together and it makes it so easy peasy, which I am all about.
Yes, and Rebecca and I both use mascara makeup. I've used it for almost 2 years probably, and I love it. So this is the other kind of lip stain. You can see I've used quite a bit of it. This has more of a shimmer. It's also Maybelline, but this one comes, so if you don't like the matte and your lips dry out, this one actually, you can see I've used, I don't even have any left in there because I dig it out and use it with the other ones. But this has a chapstick. In fact, all three of these, the chapstick is gone. So I'll go buy more of this just for the chapstick. But what I love about it is this is really easy to put in your bag. And then it's got the chapstick on there that does not make that lip stain peel. So if you're hesitant about a stain, about the matte because your lips are out, this is the one I would get. And this one's really easy to apply as well. It does not like mess with your face. Okay, so I'm not gonna count that as one. I was standing up because I was gonna do this first, but I am all about convenience, and especially now in COVID times where we don't wanna set our bags everywhere. One of my favorite things is my backpack purse. So you can see that I have my little Purell in there, but what I love about it is, especially being a cabbie stylist, I can load my car, unload my car. I don't have to worry about it flipping off my shoulders when I'm grocery shopping. I don't have to set it down. My hands are free. I can pay attention to my daughter and hold her hand. This is my second one. I have it. I love the leather because it's really a high quality one. I think this brand is Hishi, and it actually had a really beautiful wallet that matched it. But I have fallen in love with this really cool utilitarian type tote, just out of the convenience. And so I had a black one. It was a little bit smaller. This one was big enough for me to put my 13-inch laptop in it as well. But I have just found being hands-free for me is amazing. And then the little front pocket is great for my cell phone, and the back pocket is great for my key. So I never have to, like most of the cars now, you can do like the foot, so you don't even have to touch. So all I have to do is kind of back up and kick my foot, and I can start loading my car. And I'm telling you what, I love it because I also feel if you get a decent leather, it's not going to create rubbing on your clothes. And I mean, that's one thing. I will buy a cheap bag, but it's not going to be one I use all the time. It'll be more of an accessory because I don't want it to create fuzz and rub on my nice clothes. So if you're going to get something, whether it's a crossbody bag or something here, make sure it's a nice leather that's not going to snag your clothes. That's the only thing I'm going to say about that. Is I'm all for trendy items, which you'll see trendy shoes soon. But when it comes to something that's going to be rubbing against, obviously not my favorite graphic t-shirt, but maybe a nicer sweater or something that I'm investing in, I don't want a strap to ruin that. So really check out the straps of a bag. Make sure there's no snags or pulls, but I love my backpack purse.
Great point, Amy. And I really, I second everything that you said about investing.
Okay.
If you're going to invest in something like that, you can always just get a cheaper item that you can try ahead of time and then make sure that you love it and invest in that quality product. So that's something I do a lot. There was a little bootie that I kind of fell in love with, but it had a slit kind of by your ankle and I wasn't sure about it. And I found one at Target that was very similar, picked it up for 20 bucks, wore it all fall long, realized that, okay, I do love this. So then I invested in the more expensive product. Okay, another thing that, because we're moving into winter and our skin is gonna naturally dry out more, I love this body butter. And it is from Nu Skin. And hopefully you can read that. But again, it's like ultra moisturizing without being heavy. And the added bonus is in the summertime, it also repels mosquitoes. So I don't know why or how it does that because it really does not have a smell to me. It is body butter, so it's got kind of that heavier feel, but it melts right in and does not leave any sort of an oily feel.
So it's not greasy. I'm gonna have to try that because there's mosquitoes like crazy here. Well, I'm gonna talk about this really quick because we are leaving summer, but this is one of my favorite products that I use all summer long because it's very subtle, but I feel like it brings my winter white skin back to a beautiful pigment. And because I use it every single day, I don't get streaky and it does not keep getting darker and darker and darker unless you switch and go to a darker color. But for me, once I start wearing skirts and shorts, I really try to stay out of the sun. I try to use sunblock, although I'm outside all of the time. And so I love to have a little bit of color. And this is the only product I've ever found that doesn't leave me orange. And it's very, very subtle. It doesn't get in the creases of my hands. And I just apply it after I shower. Now, I will say, I like to do it like after a shower, but before I go to bed, because if I put it on in the mornings and then I go work out, I'm gonna have like a little bit of tint from sweat on my bra and different things. So I would say let it soak into your skin, you know, the night before. I've never had it rub off on my sheets because I try and let my body dry before I get in bed, but that would just be one little tip if you're going to be using a tinted lotion.
Okay, I don't know how many more items we've got. How many more items do you have on your side, Amy? One more, two more. Okay, so
I have two, but they're both quick.
Okay, I'm going to talk quickly about one that I did not lug in here to show you, but I would not want to live without, and that's my electric pressure cooker. And there's no way I would use a traditional pressure cooker. They completely scare me, but I'm the quick and easy girl and don't want to spend time in the kitchen. So anything that I can do to possibly minimize my time in there is, I'm all about it. And my electric pressure cooker is phenomenal. Kevin got it for me for Christmas a couple of years ago. And while not the sexiest Christmas gift in the world, it's probably been the most used Christmas gift that I have ever gotten. And it's just phenomenal because I also don't like dishes. So it's like a one pot meal. I can, if I'm doing soup, I can brown my meat, I can saute my veggies, I can just add everything in there. Spaghetti squash, if you do those, it's crazy good for those. 3 minutes to the best hard-boiled eggs that you've ever had in your life. I do those a couple dozen at a time and they're phenomenal. Just did a big pot of spaghetti in it, and so it does pasta really well. I highly recommend them.
Okay, so I was going to talk about that, and then I thought, oh, I don't want to carry it in either, because I use 3 appliances constantly. And having teenage boys, really what my Instant Pot / pressure cooker does is it cooks my proteins, and that's it. I don't really do one pot meals. So I usually use my rice cooker to coordinate with that, or my air fryer. So I have 3 that I never even put away. In fact, they're sitting on my counter over there. And yes, I hate that they're on my counter, but I found every time I put them away, I was pulling them back out. So now they have a permanent place because I love them so much. Okay, this one is kind of interesting. This is something that I discovered, how long have I been out of high school? I don't even want to say, but my girlfriend went to beauty school, and this is actually for ethnic hair. But it creates you can do parts, it separates curls, it's a long stem, so you can do whatever you want. You can go back and dig through it. This is like, when I lose this, I freak out. Now with Breely's hair, because it's so long, I actually use it to pull pieces for her French braid in, and it doesn't like pull like a little fine tooth comb is gonna like pull and create tangles. So this, you can see I've even burned it. Like, I wash this in my dishwasher so that I can keep it clean, but I don't even know if I can find them anymore, but I've probably had 2 of these in the last 25 years, and it goes everywhere with me. In fact, I broke it off and it's even shiny because it's so old. But this is my favorite hair piece that I use. So it's for ethnic hair, but if you have curly hair, it would be really good too, because it's going to comb them out really nice. So
100% gonna have to try that. Okay, it cannot be a discussion about my favorites without including this favorite. And for those that are not familiar with this particular shirt, this is the Serenity Tee. And I did post a picture in my group, my VIP group here a week or so ago, that showed all of the Serenity Tees that I've amassed over the years. And it is quite extensive, but I do love this shirt. It's so soft on the body. It's one, I mean, I guess I'm not too proud to say that there are times where I'll wear it to a trunk show or something, and I'll get home late and I will just pull my bra off and go to bed with my Serenity Tee on, because they are so doggone comfortable. So if you are a tactile person like I am, and you like soft things against your skin, and you like things that are comfortable and easily moved in, these shirts are the best. Highly recommend.
And you know that's what I bring for pajamas when it's Cabbie Scoop. So I'm right there with you. Okay, I think this is my last, well, yeah, it's my last item. Shoes. So this is the deal. I don't think you have to, if you're going to wear shoes, and notice that 3 of the 4 are sneakers, because again, I love function, I love comfort, but that doesn't mean sneakers have to be boring. And I also think depending on how you're going to wear them, you don't have to go super expensive. Now, my workout shoes, those are expensive. My these were not cheap, but they are also not highly priced. If I'm not going to wear shoes for more than 3 or 4 hours, and I know, then I'm completely fine getting a little trendy piece. Now, I got these for $26 a piece on Amazon, and I love them. So Amazon is one place that I will, if I can find a designer shoe somewhere, I'll actually search it for a past season shoe that's still on trend. I love this shoe. It's a great little leather pump, little bit of a peekaboo heel, but it's a more comfortable heel, so I can wear it a little longer. I love that I can buy Sam Edelman's, and I love Chinese laundry. I love a Jessica Simpson shoe, but I will search Amazon for a past season that's similar, and that way I feel like I can get them cheaper. But there's nothing wrong with a fun, trendy shoe, and a sneaker does not have to be boring.
There's that beautiful girl. Hi, sweetie. Okay, well, I've got one more I think I'm going to share quick, just because it's another basic that you wouldn't want to live without. I will be sharing more about shoes in a couple weeks when we talk about accessories, because I feel like shoes are one of the easiest ways to accessorize an outfit. Especially if you're not really into jewelry or scarves or anything like that, you can still show a lot of your personality. And we won't even talk about how many different shoes I have. It's kind of ridiculous. And I think my girl Amy is right there with me. But last product, and then I'll throw it over to Amy to wrap us up. But this toothpaste, again, is one that I love. Obviously, I use it a couple times a day, every single day. This is from Nu Skin, and it's a fluoride whitening toothpaste. It doesn't have a nasty flavor, which I adore, and it also does help whiten my teeth. So another Nu Skin product I would not want to live without. Amy, back to you.
I've used that toothpaste too. It is good. It's a nice, mild flavor. Well, you guys, I hope that you enjoy this. I'm praying our recording is working, because we've had a few little bumps along the road. My phone is set up differently, so we will do some edits and cuts, I hope, if this works. But really, Rebecca and I have had so much fun bringing these to you every single week. The collaboration, I feel, just keeps getting more and more fun. And we talk about Cabby as a way to connect and to really get to know each other. And Rebecca and I have been girlfriends for years, but I feel like these are even kind of being like a little more of a window into her life for me. So I'm so grateful for the time that we have. And, you know, we've really dedicated ourselves to doing this every single week, and it would not work if she and I weren't committed together. So I just want to thank her for being a part of this with me, and being the brain behind a lot of this, and just it's been an amazing collaboration. So we both hope that you're enjoying this. And this is unique, but if we do miss a Friday and this works out well and you guys like this, we'll continue to try and do a pre-recorded one so that you get that value every single week. I've had some clients tell me they're just really lonely right now and they love watching these. So if that's the value that Rebecca and I can bring, then we're happy to bring that to you. Now, if there's any of these products that you want to know where we purchase them or how to get a hold of them, please feel free to reach out to Rebecca or myself. If it's a product she's using and I'm not aware, I'm more than happy to reach out to her on your behalf and let you know, and I know that goes vice versa. The next time we join you will be live, and it will be Friday the 9th of October, and we're going to be talking about body types. And we don't use fruit anymore, we use shapes. So we will cover all of the shapes and really try and give you some great touch points and tips on how to recognize your body, how to recognize how to dress it, and how to really feel the best in your skin. So please join us on Friday, October 9th for our Style RX, and we should have some guest stylists joining us that day as well. So Rebecca, is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, once again, I just second everything that you said, and it is going to be super fun to dive into the body types next week. And we'll have a lot of different, you'll see a lot of different faces with us next week. So that's going to be fun. And I feel like that's one of the big things that you really want to focus on when you get dressed in the morning and when you're purchasing garments is know your body type and know how to best dress your body type, and it makes a world of difference. So I can't wait.
Okay, Thanks again. We'll see you next time.